Hello and welcome back to the DRT show. We're back. We're back and we're back. So today we are talking about more cash in the attic nonsense. We're talking about a new Ambernick system on the market. We're talking about the Virtual Boy Pro prank that happened on April Fool's Day. We're talking about how Final Fantasy owners can't platinum their games, well, digital owners at least. And finally, we're going to hear Graham shout a lot about the new Ghostbusters movie. So get excited and let's get into it. Okay, let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the DRT show. Yay! We're back after a couple of very, very busy weeks. So I am here with my sexy other half, Graham.
And we were just talking about testicles, and it was a great conversation.
To be fair, that's how you start off.
To be fair,
anything, any call.
That's how you know you're talking to your fucking homeboy.
Aye, that's right. That's right. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. So Graham, do you want to tell everyone where you've been, what you've been doing?
Well, can I just start by saying that P Diddy has been up to some shit? And have you noticed how all this has came about while we've been away? Did you notice that?
I did.
It's like fucking Homeland Security or FBI or CIA are like, well, we've got nothing to do. We better do our jobs, and then P Diddy, you know,
Sean Diddy, P Diddy comes.
P Diddy come, aye, the fucking diddler. But no, what did you ask me?
Why are you downstairs?
Why am I here? Why am I here? Right, so when we first started the channel 3 years ago, I was actually initially in the kitchen, and then with the kids growing up, they wanted to share a bedroom, so I seized the opportunity to take over a bedroom, which was the game room / PC room that became the game room, which became Dad's room. And then we were meant to be getting the house decorated, so I had to empty the room. So then I saw fit to... I thought it time to give the eldest a room and asked him if he wanted his own bedroom. He said aye, so I thought, fuck it. So since all the stuff was moved out for decoration, I thought I'll just keep it. So I have set base back up here. I got fucking hoofed out that room. But the good thing is, I've got a nice new kitchen behind me because the kitchen before was a fucking mess, and now I've got a nice kitchen with a dirty table.
Very nice.
So for the last couple of weeks, or more, it's been more than a couple. It's been about fucking 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's been quite a few weeks.
It's been a while, like. Yeah. But I have had a mixture of illness. I've been just doing general house stuff. And then just kind of try to sort stuff out, to be honest, because it's been a bit all over the place.
It has, and to be fair, that's just been the chaos of DRT recently. It's just been poor old Graham has been suffering terribly. You're just kind of getting over it as well, though. That's the thing. It's like you're not even fully 100% back up there. You sort of just trucking on.
Oh, it seems to be that there's a fucking new problem with this piece of shit PC every day. Like, yeah, I just showed James like my VLCs acting the dick, and it was what were they called? Fucking So Solid like Crew. The fucking
it looked like a vine of some kind. Where someone was spoofing a video. It was a bit out there.
That's all I've really been up to. Like, what about yourself?
Well, I think you missed out a very important part of that whole little thing. Then me and you actually got to meet up and hang out.
We fucking did.
That's right. We didn't really record anything, but it was just bro hanging time, to be honest, wasn't it? I came over Paddy's Day weekend, and yeah, we just kind of hung, and it was great. It was just what I needed because life has been stressful. Life hasn't been fun. So a trip was in order to go see my best buddy.
And we're seeing each other again in a few weeks. Yay!
Well, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. But yeah, so I was just going to say briefly as well, we got to go check out the Paddy's Day parade, wasn't it? And we went and saw the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car and the Ghostbusters and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was a bit of fun and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed
start
myself.
Talking about Ghostbusters now.
No. We'll save that to the end. We'll save that to the end. If you want to see Graham rage and you're okay with spoilers, then wait till the end of this podcast.
Is it just going to be me raging
about it? Well, I don't think it is. That's the worst part. Is I think we're both going to be raging, but we'll get into that a bit later on. As for now, yeah. So there's been that, but in a couple of weeks' time. So me and Graham were actually talking. I want to say it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it popped up on my feed that the Royal Symphonic Orchestra were doing a gig in the Royal Albert Hall in London.
Oh yeah.
For Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
So the Elden Ring soundtrack is going to be played. I don't know whether it's in its entirety or whether they're just doing select songs from the soundtrack. I'd imagine it's going to be in its entirety because no,
its entirety is about fucking 93 songs.
I hope we get it in its entirety. Then I want to listen to 93 Elden Ring songs.
Be there. I'll miss my fucking flight home if they play all the songs. And my flight's at fucking 7 a.m.
So we've actually got quite a long weekend plan that way because Graham's literally flying over on the what is it, the Sunday?
So my flight leaves at 5:20 Sunday morning, and then touches back down, or I get back to Ireland then at 7:20 Monday morning.
So he's literally over here for 24 hours. Like literally, I'm probably going to be awake for most of those 24 hours, which is going to be the grimmest bit.
Why?
But it'll be worth it because my God, that concert's going to be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be so good.
Well, my flight gets in at like 6:30.
Yeah,
and you're going to be there at about 12.
Well, the way I worked it was, if I leave bang on about 8 o'clock in the morning, which is realistic for me to be leaving, we're meeting up with a friend, one of our friends, Pondy, and she's gonna let me drop my car off at hers, and then she's gonna show us around London 10 itself.
London
10.
You sound like you're from London.
I sound like
it's fucking Tuesday, isn't it, governor?
It's fucking Tuesday.
Get out of my pub.
Yeah. I love how instantly we just go to EastEnders.
Oh my God, we're going to get fucking stabbed when we're there. Because we're going to be walking about our cocktail. Yeah. Oh, what, governor? What's your apples and pears, is it?
What's going on, bruv? Got 50p for the fag, mate.
That's Welsh. You've not left Wales yet. You're still in the valleys.
I know. So, yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast. I can't wait.
I can't wait to get stabbed.
Yeah, I know. It's London special right there. So yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun.
London special.
Right there. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good fun. So I'm excited.
I didn't miss this about being in the kitchen, by the way. That I play
letting the dogs in and out.
I play fucking steward to a couple of wee fucking ball bags. Opening and shutting the door.
Down there, though.
You can fucking stay outside.
There you go.
Anyway,
it's a nice day. It's fine.
One of the cool things that happened over the last few weeks, and you'll like this. So when I was sorting my game room, I decided I'm going to stop officially collecting for the N64.
Yeah.
And I tell a lot of people who are listening to this probably already know that, but I picked up a Steam Deck, and I am super fucking happy I did.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, I'm delighted that you've got on board with that because there is so much you can do with a Steam Deck. Like initially, I think you were just thinking of it as a Steam Deck, and then the modding capabilities kicked in. You were like, "Oh yeah, here we go."
And then I was like, "Oh, it can do this," and then it can do that. And then you came over and you showed me cool stuff, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." And then we spent like 80% of the time you were over here playing DBD, like over for each other in the living room.
Yeah, we're literally in the living room playing DBD, just like, this is great. This is so good. So yeah, but oh man, yeah, I am so glad you're getting on board with it as well because it's a really good little system, and for like what we like messing about with, especially, it's just a handy dandy thing to have there. Do you know what I mean? I love it. Absolutely love it.
I am all in.
I know, and also I gotta say this as well. I absolutely adored those haggis sausage rolls you made.
Oh, good.
Graham made haggis sausage rolls when I was over, and my God, they've been stuck in my mind since. They were delicious.
And they are as good as they sound.
And they actually are, yeah. Honestly, I've still got to make them in work because one of the boys I work with is Scottish, and I told him about it, and he's like, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing!" So you've just reminded me. I probably should order a few cans of haggis.
Probably should.
I'm gonna try and do it justice, but oh boy, if you're into food, Oh boy, this was the food you want to be eating. It's so good.
Well, I'm
So
glad you enjoyed
tasty.
it. Next
I
time you're over,
thoroughly
I'll
enjoyed
need
it.
next time you're over, I'll need to make you my chagas
Your chagas. I'd like to chagas
my
you.
chagas.
I'd like to chagas all over your
Oh,
face.
I'm going to be chagas deep in your fucking chagas next time you're
That's right. That's right. You better not forget it.
over. Better not forget. There's something I was made today, James. I can't remember what.
What was that we said about?
Stuffing something. I can't remember.
Well, I don't know. I
Bye.
just
Anyway,
it.
since
Yeah,
since our last podcast, what's been
yeah.
happening else?
It's been a good couple of weeks. So we've been putting out the videos though. There's been some good videos out and about. I think we've done all right considering we've been busy bees. You know, there's been a lot of life stuff going on. I think we've done all right. I modded a Game Boy SP, which was probably my most advanced mod to date. That was a big one. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But spoiler alert, when I did it, for some reason, the audio doesn't seem to want to come out, and I still haven't fixed that. So anybody that may be listening, if you know why my audio from my USB-C mod isn't working, then please let me know. But it's looking pretty handy dandy. I mean,
It looks cool, eh?
Yeah. I mean, it's really pretty. You know, it ticks
beautiful.
all the boxes, but there's just no sound. Unless I put a little dongle in the top. I got one of those, by the way. Now I ordered it while I was over with you, but I even had you have a look at it because I thought it might have just been my shoddy soldering skills, but it turns out no. My skills weren't too bad.
No,
I did all right.
It did look solid, but I didn't want to take it apart because, like I said to you at the time, I've been in that situation before where I've finished the mod, everything's cool except one wee thing. And then you're like, oh, I'll see if I can fix it. Then you fucking knacker the whole thing. So I'd say it's better just to use the headphone jack and that's it. I'd say that's a better way anyway.
I think that's just how I'm going to have to play it. But I haven't got a problem with that. It's just a bit like, I would like it if the speaker would work. But hey, it is what it is. But if anyone knows why that might be the case, it's almost like a signal's being tracked or cut off or whatever, you know, like when you plug your headphones in, it knocks it off and it's like it's done that for some reason. So if anybody knows, let me know, because I would like that.
And then you'll win a prize.
Yeah, you'll win a prize, maybe. So but I'm delighted with the mod. It's a very cool mod. It's something I've been wanting to do for a little while, so it's been good to do it. And I've also been playing some Final Fantasy. Surprise. Do
you like that game, do you?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Honestly, I am adoring this game. Although I am way behind now because there's been so many points where I've been stuck in work or there's been nonsense going on. So I haven't played it as much as I'd like to have. And that's been a whole thing.
I legit thought you complete it by now.
In theory, I usually would have, but no. I'm still very much. I think I'm only about halfway through, which is disgraceful. It's been out like a month,
and you're wasting your time doing this podcast
because I love doing it with you, buddy.
Fucking priorities.
Hey, listen, I'll be playing later probably.
Oh man, let's talk about Kate Middleton.
Oh my God, yeah. So for those of you that don't know. What is she, a duchess or whatever? I don't know.
The king's daughter-in-law.
Yeah, I don't follow the royal family. And
you do. The English love the royal family. What are you talking about?
Shut your whore mouth. Anyway, she went AFK. She went and disappeared for like the best part of a couple of weeks.
She fucking rage quit the royal family.
She rage quit the royal family, and then all of a sudden there was this whole debauchery thing going on where they were like, oh, she's dead, it's all a conspiracy, they killed her off like they did bloody the other one. And the other one I can't remember her name. Diana,
Princess Diana.
Jesus, I know
she was a princess of Wales. You should know that. She's like your
Charles
patron saint.
Was the Prince of Wales at one point. It meant nothing to me, mate. But anyways, there's been a whole thing going around online, and then they released some like AI generated image of her with her kids, and now they reckon. Well, they've put a body double in. I reckon that's my latest theory, that she's a body double, because they've basically no one had seen her in public for weeks. And they were like, "Oh yeah, she's just, she had to go in for an operation, and it's all hushty hush, and yeah, she'll
I'm
be
going to
back.
say
Don't
two
worry about it."
words to you. 2 words. Face off.
Aye,
So
that's
what's going to
yeah,
happen is fucking Harry or William's bit on the side is going to pitch up soon, acting all weird,
yeah,
and then there's
yeah.
going to be like a proper like face-off situation.
100%, 100%,
That's what's
absolutely.
going to happen.
Yeah, I
And
would
if that
love
doesn't
that.
happen, then we should abolish Royal Family.
Royal Hunger Games. I think that should be
Royal
a thing.
Hunger Games.
I love it. I love it. Let's just go.
What
Battle
else can we talk
Royale.
about? What other shit's been happening? Because I didn't really like talking about game stuff because game stuff's boring.
I don't know. I've got some good stuff. I got some good stuff.
Do you though?
I do. I do.
Okay.
Well, it's the stuff I could find.
Well,
I haven't been looking for a couple of weeks.
You've set the bar very high now, so
I hope all the listeners are very ready for the news topics and all that. But no, the Kate Middleton stuff is funny. I did laugh.
it's not just because I saw it there on one of the articles, so I was like, let's talk about
is it? Yeah, let's talk about it. And that's fine. I ain't gonna bother.
What else can we talk about? Dermatologists beg Americans to fill in wrinkles with this tip.
I got a tip for you. I got a tip to fill in with.
Saucy bastard.
I know.
Dog walker begged please as teens kicked him over 20 times before he kicked the bucket. Well, this got fucking sad quickly.
I was gonna say you went real dark with that last one. No, let's talk about video games.
I was talking about fucking video games.
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
right. So the first thing that I found was it's this whole nonsense again with video games. Oh, video games selling for thousands of pounds, and everyone's like, "Yo, I got cash in my attic," and it's just like,
cash in
no,
the attic.
no, you haven't. Like, I mean, some of the stuff that they're selling off. Granted, it may be a little bit more harder to find, but it's like, so one of the first things that pops up is the original PlayStation Legacy Sony 20th anniversary PlayStation Majig.
Jesus, you fucking got there anyway.
I did.
The 20th anniversary version of the PS4.
They reckon that's going for £1,100, right? So I was just like, that is utter nonsense, right? And I'm going to call out bull right now, right? So I am currently going on to CEX's website, right?
Right.
And I'm going to find this console.
Right.
I'm going to find this console. Because I swear to God, that is a joke. That is an absolute joke. No, I didn't want to look at the controller. The controller itself is worth about 50 quid, granted, but £1,100 is an obscene...
Right, so let's think about it. So the controller's 50 quid in itself, and the console is about 9.5 times bigger than the controller. So what's 50 times 9.5?
I did, yeah, but it's
so
nonsense.
There you go.
It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Remember that guy who fucking got chucked in prison because he bought a PlayStation 4? He bought a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Using a bag of carrots that he scanned because he weighed the PlayStation 4 on the scale. He got the weight and then he filled carrots. He put carrots in a bag and weighed them, got the label, and then scanned it. And then it was only like fucking 5 quid. And then he was rocking out thinking he got a PlayStation 4 for 5 quid. And then he got fucking he got and then
that's crazy. That's crazy.
I admire his gumption.
I admire that too. You gotta have some balls to go into a shop and do that. Fair play.
As opposed to nowadays, you can just walk in and take it, and nobody's really going to say anything.
I mean, theft. Yeah, why not? But sorry, I was looking on CX's website and they don't have.
Look at that! That fucking backfired there.
It did.
I'm going to go
to CX, right?
I'm going to find it for 20 quid.
They got these. No, I'm not saying you can buy it for 20 quid, but 1,100 is crazy. They got like, okay, so I'll tell you what I'm actually looking at right now. So right now they've got the Star Wars grey one. That's 230 quid. You've got the Days of Play one. That's 240 quid. You've got the Kingdom Hearts 3 one. That's 190 quid there. You got the gold one, the limited edition gold one with the 2 controllers. That's 270. The 500 million blue one is 440 quid. So they're saying that this one here is double Oh no, there it is. Oh yeah, it's 800 quid. There it is, 800 quid.
Damn,
Like that's just
my math almost added up there.
you almost did it. Yeah, you
Almost.
almost did it. Yeah, but like 1,100 quid, they're valuing it at. It's like no one's gonna pay that for it.
You know
Like I
what?
can literally buy it now for 800 quid. Maybe I should sell it off, make
It's
a couple of
because
bucks.
some fucking knobend has put it on eBay asking for fucking where is it? I just saw the listing there. Asking for $5,500. And then because $2,000. Dollar
Yeah.
is freedom bucks.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, that's what they're selling the PlayStation 4 20th anniversary this for.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's a few consoles they bring up on here. The sort of pricing high. It's like
Virtual
okay,
Boy, behave
the
yourself.
Virtual Boy, right? Is that worth 700 quid?
If it's like boxed and like complete in box, then maybe. But like,
Maybe.
remember in Portland, I was seeing boxed ones for like $300.
Yeah.
So like 700
That's what I mean.
would have to be like brand spanking fucking new, like.
They got an Atari Air Raid cartridge here, which basically looks like you know those little toys that you take to the beach. You know the little sand.
Oh, the wee
spade. That's the one. It looks like that. It's just a blue one of that with a little graphic on the front of it. They reckon that's going to go for about 2,500. But the point is, your average Joe blog's going to see that headline and go, "Oh, I got FIFA upstairs. I'll sell that for 200 quid."
I've got something old.
Yeah, and it's just
Fuck.
It just drives me nuts, honestly. And it's like again, Mirror, what are you doing? I got that from the Mirror.
The fucking Mirror, eh?
I know, but these are the ball bags that bloody read it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, there are some rare games out there, but it goes back to the whole thing with like AVGN, when he was talking about like the ET Atari game. It's like, it's not rare. It's not expensive, sorry. It was a bit rare because they had to like dump a load in a quarry somewhere. Do you know what I mean? In Area 51. Or was that just the
Well, what came first, Area 51 or the ET conspiracy?
Well, this is the thing I'm saying, I don't know. Don't buy it, mate. Don't buy it, mate.
I don't know. It's just another case of fucking here we go again, like.
Yeah,
and like the more you keep making it, there's a fucking bubble. The bubble's well gone. It's done. Everything's on its way done. Like,
I wish it would, because bloody hell, some stuff is ridiculously expensive as well.
That being said, though, obviously, some fucking either absolute wankstain has either listed it for a ridiculous price, or some absolute tosser has bought it for a ridiculous price, and now everybody thinks that's what it's worth, but it's only worth what somebody's willing to fucking buy it for. You can try and sell anything you want for fucking $2,500. Doesn't mean it's worth $2,500. James, I've got this one fuck coin right here.
I know. I saw you 3D printed that.
There's only one of them. One in the world. This is it.
He's got one fuck left to give. Everybody.
This is yours for £2. It probably cost about.
Do you know what?
30 cents of filament.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely buy that.
This is the new coin everybody's wanting. But
yeah.
I'm
screw crypto.
Like. I am legit thinking just to fucking pack the whole gaming thing in, to be honest. Since moving and since this PC's been acting the cunt, that I've made a mirror been thinking, fuck this collecting shit. Like,
yeah, I haven't technically collected anything old really for a while now. I mean, Portland was the last time I picked up some proper
because you've given up on the PSP, have you? Playing into that again already?
Boring.
Oh, you're the one that keeps fucking lighting that fire. Like,
I didn't say anything about it. You lit that fire.
You didn't have to say anything.
I didn't have to. But yeah, no, like I say, it's just.
Remember that?
Yeah. What? Look at the Green Power Ranger fleet. Yeah. Absolutely. How could I forget that? But yeah, it's getting beyond, and it's irritating me. So. Yeah,
oh no, I've not been recording.
Really?
No.
You're the fucking wind up.
Right, what's next? Come on, Borderlands. Who cares? James,
right.
tell me about Borderlands.
So while we were AFK, Borderlands announced that they are now in development for a new game that will be released between 2025 and 2026 and could explore multiple plot threads and character options. There is speculation that a Borderlands MMO or live service game could be in the works, potentially changing the franchise, and Vault Hunters may have to adapt to be more akin to Tiny Tina's Wonderland's protagonist. Borderlands 4 could either stick to the classic approach of its predefined Vault Hunters or offer fully customizable protagonists,
Really,
each
what?
to their pros. Customizable protagonists, each with their own pros and cons.
Custardizable.
Customizable.
Custardizable.
And I, for one, am a little bit worried about that.
And you should be.
Because yeah, because again, it's that whole thing of like, oh yeah, let's try and do something cool with a game that actually isn't broken and doesn't need to be fixed, just needs a continuation of a story like they have been doing. Why they feel the need to go down this route, I have no clue.
Did you see that
Other
episode
than
of South
it's
Park?
popular. Which one?
The one where it's like the,
I watch South Park
the
quite often.
multiverse. The multiverse one. Where like Cartman's replaced by a black woman with attitude. And there's like a parallel universe.
No,
and
I've
it's
missed
like
that one.
oh my god, it's Kathleen Kennedy.
I have to
And then
watch
it's
that.
like Cartman's like the alternate universe is like Kathleen Kennedy. And you
That's
know how she's
amazing.
fucked Star Wars. Literally her mantra is put a chick in it and make it lame. And that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put a chick in it and make it lame.
Honestly, it's so worrying because this is one of my favorite series. You know what I mean? The games, I do love it, and the DLC games and all the rest of it, like all of it, I just love it. So if they start messing about with the story and like the lore and all that kind of stuff, it's a bit worrying. It's very worrying. I don't want, I like the fact that they're predetermined characters and all that kind of stuff. It works well into the story. You still have the option to change it up if you want to play as different styles or whatever, because you have your tanky character, you have your mage and all that kind of stuff. But
you have defined roles. One might say, as you've got the tanky DPS, you've got the rogue, you've got the fucking you've got the assault, you've got the fucking master of everything, the fucking stealthy one, that shit. Like,
yep. So I am just majorly concerned about it. This is like, if they do that, I might never play any of the following games, to be honest with you, and just go and forget that I ever liked the series. Because honestly, like that, yeah, that's just worrying. So, and the movie coming out is also still worrying me as well. So,
that's what's going to be. They're going to tie it into the movie.
You're going to play as Kevin Hart in this, aren't you?
You're going to play Kevin Hart playing Kevin Hart in a Kevin Hart movie.
Yeah. They're gonna, like, I'd almost rather them do that, release like a movie game and do whatever nonsense they want with that, and just keep this as it should be. Keep it as the original. Keep this
as a separate thing altogether.
Because no. No, just no. Stop messing with my games, for God's sake.
Well, unless they continue, because Tiny Tina was she part of Borderlands 3?
She was, and Borderlands 2 as well. Oh. Yeah.
So unless they're just going to continue with her as a grown-up. Or
I mean, maybe.
Not so Tiny Tina. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know what they're going to be doing, but it is very much a worrying thing. And like I said, the fork in the road thing, I hope that means that they go...
What does that mean? That means it's going to go one of two ways.
It means they're either going to give us the middle finger and go and just wreck the series, or they would actually... I mean, like I said, if they did bring out a separate game, I'd be happier with that. Just keep the game as it should be. Do you know what I mean?
Unless they're going to change it to like a platformer or a third-person shooter. But maybe they're going to change up the mechanics and make it a...
I don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know. But they're saying what they could do is they could even take sort of like the classic route of on launch, and then the possible DLC of Vault Hunters. So I don't know. I don't know.
Have you heard about the rumors for Resident Evil 9?
I want to say yes, but I also no. Go for
The
it.
only
What
one
are
I've
the
really
rumors?
heard is that it's apparently gone open world, which
Oh,
I don't know, could be cool. Depends how they play it, or obviously how they make it.
I mean, it depends how open world they want to get. If they're talking this area is enclosed and it's open world, because that's one thing I will say, Rebirth is it's open world, but it's not. It's like you're in a world and that bit is open. It's not fully roamable unless you go into the next world. You know what I mean? And it's like but it works. If they did something like that, maybe.
Or
maybe.
even like GTA, where you can only play in this area for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get a mission that opens up this bit, and
Yeah.
then you can go between the two, and then same again for a third bit or whatever. I don't know. I think it could be good, but again, it depends on what format they follow. Open world entirely. If it's like fucking, what's that game called? The fucking Just Cause or Tom
I've
Clancy's
not
or
played.
anything like that. I don't know.
Fair play.
And they need
That
proper
will be
fucking
interesting.
zombies back. Get
Yes.
proper make it a proper fucking after fucking Resident Evil Nemesis. That's where I'll start falling apart for me. 4's good, 5 alright, 6 shite, 7 nah. Villages.
I like 7.
I
thought
like
I thought that was good, but I agree. We need the zombies back, and same with Village. I thoroughly enjoyed that too.
I liked Village, but again, I preferred zombies. No fucking vampires and werewolves, like zombies.
Yeah, it's gone a bit Lovecraftian and all that kind of stuff, haven't it? Do you know what I mean? But
just give me spooky zombies, like fear in numbers. That was the fucking big thing. Like 1 or 2 zombies is fine, but then when there's like 30 or 40, then you're fucked. That's when you start.
No, I agree.
Strategic.
I 100% agree. I'm wanting to go back and play some Resident Evil again. I've had a proper hankering recently, so
I downloaded it for the Steam Deck and playing the second one, and again for the Steam Deck, it's very fucking good.
Well, you've already technically played that one. Yeah,
do you remember? Evil 2.
Yeah, you remember you were helping me.
That was
Resident, Resident Evil 3.
That was 3.
That
was on the PC, was it not?
It was on my Steam Deck, if you remember, and then I was playing it on the. It was alternating because I had the little dock and did all the things. Yeah. Yes. You need to get yourself a dock, by the way. That is something that I'm completely going off on a tangent now. But you do need to get a dock. It is next level with the Steam Deck. But anyway, bringing it back in, have you? So yesterday, as of the time of recording, yesterday was April Fool's Day, and I don't know if you caught this one, Graham.
I did.
You did. I laughed.
I knew straight away that it was bullshit, and then the trailer's on it's on for about a minute, and it's bullshit while you're watching it. But part of me was thinking, this is such a good fucking idea.
Do you know what? Honestly, there's quite a lot of funny things about this. So for those of you, IGN did a Nintendo prank where they said that they were bringing out the Virtual Boy Pro.
Yeah.
And they showcased some chick with some VR headset on and Doctor Switch in it. And then all of a sudden she can see the Switch home screen and is playing Smash Bros. And they were a couple of other little games in there that were quite funny. It was the Link's Korok Catcher. I thought, yeah, okay, that would be a fun VR game. Yeah, sure. Okay. They also had the Pikmin thing or whatever, but they were actually showcasing some of the games, and it didn't look horrendous. Mario Home Run was another one that
was Luigi's Mansion 4, which is hoovering.
Luigi's Mansion 4. There was Animal Crossing Moving Day as well, and I thought actually, yeah, that would work. That would work. It was when it got to the Tom Nook bit. And he was like, yeah, you rent it's okay, this month's on me. I thought, yeah, of course, enjoy your free rent. There you go. Yeah, this is totally a meme. But yeah, it just made me laugh. It made me chuckle. But people were pissed when they realized that this was a bit of a piss take, really.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, people want VR Switch.
No, as in it was obviously a piss take.
Yeah, but obviously people were going to get upset as well. But, now they're like, I want a Virtual Boy Pro.
Fuck off. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
off. Like
what I
the
will
Switch
say,
can barely run fucking Harry Potter. How is it going to fucking do augmented reality?
wow, this is the thing. But I think people are like, oh, it'd be cool if next. So they actually did it for the next Switch, and I was like, so
I'm
it's gonna
pretty sure
go
there was like a label attachment or a label VR thing. Mind the label, the labo thing.
Labo.
Label,
Yeah, there
labia?
probably
Is
is.
that what it's called?
Labia. Yeah, that was the
Labia.
one. Yeah.
Oh, Nintendo Switch labia.
Oop, that's brought up something completely
No, this is the other one.
yeah.
Ha! There's actually a thing on fucking Amazon. I
What?
shit, you know, a fucking VR headset, like the one
Uh,
that, like the one that she was wearing.
oh, really?
I said I just saw it on Amazon. I'm like, oh, that's a cool one.
You should buy it and review it.
That's fucking annoying. It's 40 fucking quid.
What? For what? Plastic?
No, it's like an actual headset. Like, I'll share the screen,
Nah.
but it's going to make it go fucking tits up.
No, don't. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going
But
to
yeah, no.
add that to my basket. Yeah, that's fine.
What's funny though is, like I said, people are proper getting butthurt about it. They're like, "Oh no, no, I want it," and all that kind of stuff. But
Aye, the one she's wearing's actually on Amazon.
shut up. Is it
It's
really?
actually on Amazon.
Oh, there you go. So if you want the one she's wearing, there you go.
Also,
Head
on
on over to
AliExpress as well
Amazon.
for 13 quid. Fucking here we go, boys.
There we go. Graham's buying it.
Aye.
He's gonna get VR his Switch up.
Fuck your Apple Vision. I've got fucking Nintendo Vision now. And I'm going to drive away on. See how that goes.
Yeah. See how we get on with that.
Can we talk about Ghostbusters yet?
We're nearly there, mate.
Oh, come on.
We're nearly there.
What's next?
Just the
Shite next.
I thought this was going to be a cool little device, but if you want to skip it, I'm fine.
No, I'm only messing.
So Amber Nick have just basically revealed a new clamshell design, and it looks like a Game Boy SP, and I thought that was quite cool.
Cool.
Because if you don't want to mess about with doing the stuff that I've done, that might be your boy.
It looks
I gotta
cool,
be fair. I am tempted in buying this. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks very cool.
Like, it looks alright, but sure, it's just going to do the same. They're saying it's going to destroy the Mii U Mini. It looks like it does the exact same thing as the Mii U Mini.
Yeah,
it does the day except fold in half.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks all right. It looks pretty good, and I just,
cool, but...
yeah, I just thought it's quite nice to see a clamshell design out there. Do you know?
But we've had this conversation before, but it seems to be all these like I made one of these as well the last couple of weeks.
We're still waiting for the video on that.
I know why. But all these fucking handheld emulator things, they all just seem to do the same thing.
Well, so what happens is they seem to be releasing like yearly iterations of the same thing with minor updates. Like, and I mean like real minor updates,
Apple
like
style updates.
Yeah.
12,000 milliamp hour battery to a 12,500 milliamp battery.
Whoa. There you go. I know. I mean, there's a few more emulators that apparently work on this thing. But apart from that, there's not really much difference. So I don't know. I just saw it and I thought, actually, that's something I buy. So
I actually can't remember the last time I played my Mii U Mini, you know.
Oh, I played mine maybe a week or so ago. Yeah. It's, I'm addicted to that one game. I'm going to do a video on it though, so I won't. But yeah, I'm kind of addicted to it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, the next thing is AI. Well, not so much AI. The dude who does come up with AI has gone on to say. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is obviously growing up, with the likes of Mortal Kombat and sorts of things and heavy metal, it's all the devil, it's it's killing our kids, all this kind of stuff. Well, actually, no, the dude who innovated AI, Sir Demis Hassabis, I think I probably butchered that, but that was a good effort. He seems to be pro gaming and says that it boosts creativity in the young. which
Have
I thought this was quite good. So he went on Radio 4 and said that gaming actually helped him become successful, and just stated that it's important to feed the creative part and not just play them, the video games. You never know where your passions are going to lead, so I would actually just encourage parents to get their children really passionate about things and then develop their skills through that. And I kind of agree, because a lot of the time you see with kids with phones, they're just tapping the fucking screen. They're just
staring.
Whereas with video games and stuff, they're problem solving and the things that they get into and they like. And I mean, I'm a massive nerd with Final Fantasy, and that's
Are you?
like, yeah. But that was one of the big things for me. Do you know what I mean? And playing things like, well, I suppose even down to like Zelda. Like you talk about Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Like there's so much like designing aspect and physics and stuff you have to learn in that. It's like they're subconsciously learning and getting creative with video games. So I agree with all this sort of stuff.
Like, I'm glad an article like this has came out. But like realistically speaking, like as a gamer parent, like I've known this stuff for a long fucking time. Like it's people, it's non-gamer parents who think, oh, they can't be spent. Like, I will caveat this by saying it is one of these excess things that ruins it. Where it's like you can have a wee bit of chocolate, but if you have too much, you're going to get fucking fat. But it's like you can't be spending 9, 10, 12 hours playing a game when you're a kid, because obviously you've got other things developmentally. You need to go outside, you need to fucking communicate face to face to grow up and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But for years and years and years, there's been studies showing this. And like ignorant parents who are just like, no, that rots your brain. Here's the phone and TikTok. That's good for you.
Yeah. But the reason why I more so wanted to point this out was the last real big thing about gaming in like the media like this was that it's bad for your mental health, that it's a recognized condition now, that you can be addicted to gaming. That's a recognized
addiction, eh?
Yeah, and it's just like, that was just a bit like, well, that's so wrong and so negative. And like you said, as a parent, you do see the reality of gaming, and it's all got to be moderated, granted, but so's eating chocolate and all the rest of it. But my point is, yes, I agree with you. I love that this has actually come out saying, actually, no, it does, feed into creativity and get people thinking outside of the box and, start new things.
Like you said, it's like problem solving, like it's fucking situational awareness, and they've been using like Minecraft and like schools that specialize with autism to like teach like spatial awareness and design and fucking architecture and everything like that. Like they utilized Minecraft in schools ages ago to actually teach. So, and I'm glad BBC done an article like this.
Yeah,
and I hope it gets out there.
That was the other big thing. It's from the BBC, so it's not like like I said, Metro or the Mirror.
It's no News of the World. They're fucking Mirror. Fuck off, Mirror.
Yeah, but actually, no. This is coming from the BBC. Which is great. So,
like I see it in Keane and Orn. Like they'll play a game for a couple of hours and then they'll stop playing and they'll suddenly have like a fucking spark of creativity. Then the two of them will be running about the place outside for about fucking 2 or 3 hours in. Yeah. Again, 100%. It's all in moderation. I am all for them playing games, but they're not sitting there for fucking, especially if it's stupid games like Roblox. Like that's another thing. Roblox is like the fucking TikTok of video games, because all you're doing for the most part is just, I watched them once and all they were doing was clicking.
Yeah, no, it's just nah.
I was like, what you doing? Building a wall. What you doing? I just have to click this button. And then, like, it's behavior conditioning. Like, fuck that. And then I said, if you want to play Roblox, you're playing Roblox for half an hour, and that's it. That's all you're playing Roblox for.
I've managed to steer my little one away from just stuck with Minecraft. He's Minecraft Pokemon and tends. But like I said, it makes a lot of sense, and there's a lot of video games out there that do help you learn and teach you, and more than just the generic, maths equation, brain training type stuff.
It's no all fucking killing Nazis and running over hookers, like. Although they're the best games, but it's no all that, like. It's
Yeah,
not killing
exactly.
demons and fucking jumping off
Mm.
of buildings. Like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
there are
Exactly.
benefits to it.
Mm. But I just thought this was fantastic. I thought
It is
it was
fantastic.
yeah, I
Fucking
liked
Sir
it.
Demi Semi Hasibazibas.
Demi
He
Semi.
done great. Thank you.
What a
AI. What
legend.
AI did he do? Just out of curiosity.
Um
AI
he's just
millionaire.
an AI millionaire. Um
A child chess prodigy. Ooh.
I
Designed and
know.
programmed a multi-million selling game called Theme Park. Oh no way! He made Theme Park. Or he designed and programmed Theme Park.
Oh, there you go.
That's fucking
Mm.
awesome.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. Oh, he's a Cambridge scholar. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got some stuff to back his nonsense up.
I'm just going to
PhD
search.
in neuroscience.
All right, cool. Gemini does not appear in the article, so we're fine. Because if he was part of Google Gemini, woof.
Oh dear.
Then
No, that's what I mean. He's all pretty much.
No.
He's legit. He's an actual legit person.
He's actually he's a legit
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, but what I mean is like he's someone that you want to be listening to this sort of stuff from as well. Do you know what I mean? He's been knighted and everything. So
But to be fair, so was Jimmy Savile.
well, we're not going to talk about Jimmy Savile on this channel.
Oh, we will should.
Right, let's move on. So there has been a recent thing come out regarding Final Fantasy VII, and basically digital owners of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth cannot platinum the game, or they're having issues
Wop.
at the moment because of a certain bike scene, I believe it was. I haven't got to this yet, so I don't know what it is. But there is someone on the subreddit that's saying they've hit over 32,000 on the bike minigame multiple times in a row and tried in various different ways to see if it'll go through, and it just never pops. It'll just never go.
Is it
So,
Is it the achievement itself? Like, do you get an achievement for the 32k?
There's something with the digital version. So
No, but what I'm asking is it an achievement you get for the 32k, which then is the last one you need to get the platinum? Is the 32k
I think that's what they're
popping?
saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
Right.
Whilst the update is seemingly broken the game for everyone attempting that trophy, players with a physical copy uninstall the game, disconnect their PS5s from the internet, and then reinstall with their disc. And as long as the save is made before the update, the trophy should pop for you. However, digital owners will have to wait until Square pushes out a fix. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
I just thought that was a bit bullshit. And again, another reason why digital absolutely sucks a donkey's doo-doo. So, but I just thought I'd talk about that.
It's physical as well. But again, you have to fucking uninstall it, disconnect, reinstall it. That's fuck that, like.
Yeah. So that was just a little bit for the end. Before I thought we could talk about Frozen Empire.
Sorry now. And I saw an article here saying Gearbox confirms layoffs following sale by Embracer. Roles not tied to development of Gearbox software games. The fucking plot thickens like a good gravy. Gearbox Entertainment has confirmed layoffs at the company following the announcement of its sale by Embracer. Ooh.
Oh no. Does that mean Gears is in trouble?
No. Gearbox is Borderlands.
Oh, Gearbox is sorry, no there. Sorry, I was thinking Bethesda. Not Bethesda.
Anyway.
Don't worry about what I was thinking. Don't worry what I was thinking about.
Let's talk about the steaming pile of frozen shit that is Frozen Empire. James, what did you think of Frozen Empire?
Okay, so I'm going to be very generous before I thought that this... by the way, there may be spoilers. I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler as possible.
There's going to be spoilers.
It's going to be unhinged. So
there's going to be spoilers. If you don't want to listen...
Yeah, now's the time to turn off.
James, spoil it.
I didn't hate it, but my God, did they fuck it up on so many levels. And there's so many reasons why they fucked it up. And I don't know even where to begin, to be honest with you, because it had promise. It had so much promise. And it just felt like the story just crumbled away, and it needed to be a lot longer than what it actually was. It felt like they needed to. It felt half baked, is the way I would put it. It felt very half baked. It very much added in things that didn't necessarily need to be in there, in my opinion. And there was a lot of stuff in there, in my opinion, that should have been cooked up a lot more. It felt very, 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 very bad.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, yeah, I have to state that because one of my buddies is a big Ghostbusters fan, and I've been having a little bit of a debate with him over this, and he's like, "Well, no, they did this because of that. No, this actually does that," and I'm like, "No, fucking honestly,
Just-
they were characters that I couldn't even tell you the names of. They were like they brought in this one character that was just completely pointless to the story, in my opinion. All of this is in my opinion, people. So don't come at me if you can come at me if you want, but I'm just saying I was absolutely gutted coming out of the cinema after watching this. And even my wife, who's you know, she's had to endure watching Ghostbusters with me on numerous occasions, was like, the fuck was that about?
The fuck was that?
She come out, she's like, the fuck was that about? Like, I don't get it. Why did they do that? And I'm like, wow. So
It's
go on, Graham.
because they decided to strike while the iron was fucking cooling down, and that they rushed out a fucking absolute honky shit. And now this is my opinion. In my opinion, this film sucked absolute ass. In my opinion, again, like you said, I didn't hate it, but disappointment is a fucking understatement.
Yeah.
It seemed to be the vibe I got for it. And especially now with the whole, like, what's it called? Ghost Core? You know, the...
Ghost Corpse, yeah.
Like, you know, the whole... Like, we're bringing in that fucking fire prick. It seems like they wanted to try and make it like an expanded universe, which is, I thought where they were gone. Like...
I would have been okay with that.
The vibe I was getting was... Especially when they started... spoilers, by the way. By the Indian boy. Fuck off. They were saying that this fucking deity was going to come back and raise an army to basically destroy the earth. That should have been the second one. Was this deity getting its powers back and raising a fucking army, and then it should have fucking ended, and then the third one should have started, and then it should have been the Ghostbusters, the OG cast, the new ones. It could have been them building tech or upgrading or recruiting and teaching and passing the torch and everything like this. But no, it's, Winston's been secretly building stuff for the last 30 years, even there's no been ghosts, and the stuff that he's been building is just exactly what we need. Like,
and by the way,
man.
he's a character that's really obnoxious and is really forgettable.
And let's make her gay.
We don't know.
We know. She was gone fucking scissoring with some fucking phantom. We know. You know. And like
we knew, to be fair.
The worst part is, like, it states her age at the start of the movie, and then they make it a whole big fucking thing. Which make her gay. Couldn't they give a fuck? Did they make it the whole pivotal moment of the fucking movie?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I didn't even know where to go because I will end up getting fucking complaints.
you just raging about it.
It's just like, oh fuck.
The actor that they picked for the fire guy was just ridiculous. I did not enjoy any of that character.
What annoyed me as well is, so, get this.
You're being a lot more tame than what I was expecting.
Get this, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The Ghostbusters took place in when? 1984?
1984.
1984, aye. So the film starts off in 1904 with this
1904 or is it 1804?
1904, because it's ye old day fucking New York.
Aye.
And there's this big paranormal event where it's the first time a room full of people have frozen to death in the middle of July. Big fucking spooky weird thing that's happened.
Yeah.
1984, paranormal investigators running about the gaff. No a fucking word. No a peep. No anything. No, there was I'm not expecting him to foreshadow anything. Feel like fucking nearly 40 years ago for a movie that came out in 2020s.
Yeah.
But like, there's this weird as fuck event that happened in that universe's past where it's not acknowledged or spoken about or set up in any capacity. I was legit thinking, and I was half hoping, that because Ghostbusters 1 was Gozer, Vigo was going to come back in the second one, and I would have been all fucking for that. Like, this
That would have been cool.
this enemy seems to be more out of the real Ghostbusters, like the cartoon.
Yeah, I think there's I don't know how valid that is, but yeah.
No, but that's what a mere seemed like.
Yeah.
It seemed a mere cartoony. And oh my fucking god, like.
Oh no, here we go.
Like, he showed him the picture of the fucking sphere, and he's like, oh, we've never seen this. We've never seen this. Oh my fucking god. We've never seen this written down fucking anywhere before. But it was like, but it was carved into stone. And it was like, there it is, there. And it's like the most basic as fuck, like, half circle that was carved into stone. And we're just meant to make that jump. Nah. Fuck off. There's my one fuck there, and it fucking ruined. Fucking, oh my fucking god. Start to finish.
It was just what really, and the thing is, really, really, really pissed me off is like they built up this demon, and I thought like, so one of the really good points of the movie was that they built up this guy, this monster, this Karaka, to be the ender of worlds. You know, he's so bad, he's been trapped for years and all the rest of it. And it just like, I don't know, it just was so flat by the time he come on the scene, and it was done before it was even started. And it was just like, okay, but this guy was like the ender of fucking worlds. He's just spent pretty much most of the movie being bigged up. Why all of a sudden is he being beaten in like seconds? And like, why wasn't there more of a build up, like you said, of like the armies that he was supposed to be building up? And because he was you know, actively scaring monsters around the way. And I thought, oh, here we go, he's gonna have like an actual army and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna build up to a bit of a battle. Again, it should have been longer. It should have been, you know, a part 3 going out there with it. But...
And again, there's no ghosts anywhere in New York. The only place there are ghosts is underneath the firehouse. Like, even though they've caught ghosts along the way, even though there's no been a ghost sighting in 30 years, they've caught ghosts along the way.
Yeah.
But my fucking 9-year-old made a good point coming out, and you might be able to correct me on this, I'm not entirely sure. But my understanding is Gozer was meant to be under the firehouse as well. Like, as in when Gozer was trapped, that's where they put him, or put it. So, why the fuck was Gozer the first one out of that fucking trap?
I don't know.
Because they needed it to be convenient to let out a few fucking ghosts that did anything, whereas fucking Gozer's meant to be in there. Like, another... They've saved the Earth. They've saved the world 3 fucking times. Already. 4 times. Well, 4 times now.
Yeah. Well, one of the other things about that as well that really pissed me off was, right, as you saw the trap break, all these ghosts flying off into the ether, right? They're all fucking going about, right? Like you said, you don't see Gozer, you don't see any of those. And they defeat Karaka, but then, like, it all absorbs them back in. So how is there then 2 ghosts flying about the place? Like, how is there only 2 that didn't go back in? I don't get that. Like what? Obviously, it was just another thing. And I felt like this is the problem with the movie. They just kept shoehorning things in there to progress the story.
There was no natural progression.
Yeah, like, why, right, so it absorbed this Karaka guy back in. It absorbed all the other ghosts back in, but there were 2. There were 2 ghosts that were like, actually, no, fuck you, mate. I'm not going back in there. And then it ends the way Ghostbusters 1 ends, with, you know, going off in the crowds and all the rest of it. Again, when I'm talking about it being underbaked as well, like, some of the characters were just underbaked. It was like podcast character. Like, just completely unnecessary. He's grown, obviously, and his balls have dropped in this movie. Great. But they've written the script like he's still a young kid. And I'm like, develop the story a little bit here. Develop the character, show us a bit more of what podcast was, about. Because he definitely, obviously has grown. And like I said, his balls have definitely dropped. He's lost a bit of weight. He's got taller, all the rest of it. He looks different. But his character was very much the same thing. Trevor and Lucky in the Afterlife movie, they were meant to be like a love story type dealio. And in this movie, he like gets a bit goofy when he first sees her in the new lab. But apart from that, he's like, all right then. I don't even know that. Like they're on top of the thing when Caracas come in. And it's like they literally couldn't have been any less chemistry if they tried. And I'm like, but they were like the love story type dealio in the first one.
But even then, it didn't even need a fucking love story. Like
it didn't, but I'm just saying, like in the
it's not like a main focal point in Afterlife. It's literally just to show that we're kids and we're so fucking silly.
Yeah.
But you said. Sorry now. I'm gonna go back.
Don't apologize. Go for it.
But there was that fucking possessor ghost, right? That was only there to drive the movie forward. Nonsensical. It escapes. Spoiler. It escapes by like the fucking Caraca freezing the fucking security thing and cracking a glass, and it escapes. And then it drives. It's responsible then for everything then on.
Yeah.
Like, that's so fucking lazy. That's so fucking stupid. And that Lucky one, she didn't need to be there. Fucking, what was his name? Trevor? Aye.
Trevor, yeah.
He didn't even know she was fucking there. She just appeared. Then he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I came back because nah. And it was like, what fucking need? Did she need to be in it? No, she didn't. I liked podcast in the first one. Did he need to be in this? No, he fucking didn't.
No.
Like, it just seemed to be a lot of fucking things that were just like, oh, it'd be convenient if this happened. Oh, it happened. Fuck, how do we make this next thing happen? Well, if the next thing happens, this thing needs to happen.
Yeah.
But
there were, like, I'm not completely shitting on it, though. There were really cool. No, that's fine. There were some really cool bits, though, that I enjoyed. Like, one of the bits that I did enjoy, the lion scene, even though it was a little bit ridiculous. The lion scene outside the library was cool. They threw in some nods to the old characters, like Slimer being left up in the firehouse, which was cool.
Slimer,
because obviously
Slimer and fucking Ernie Hudson are the only, like, Ernie Hudson himself, as in like how fucking jacked and cool as fuck he looks as like an 80-year-old. Like, he's like 78, and
is he really that old?
He's I
didn't realize he was that old.
He is fucking jacked.
But to talk negatively about Ernie Hudson, I didn't like that whole fucking bit where he was like, oh no, we should, I'm building this secret lab and supporting the Ghostbusters, but this is golden years, we shouldn't be Ghostbusting. And then literally as soon as like shit hits the fan, he's like, cool, check on my pack, let's pretend we never said anything, let's fucking go get it. And it's like, that's great, but I don't know, it just conflicted with me big time. I just thought, like, why are you saying that? Like, you can't be like Mr. Negative, let the kids deal with it, and then all of a sudden, something happens. He's like, "Yep, let's get it back on. Let's go." It's like okay.
he needed to have like a bigger arc. Like for him to be like working on stuff for the last 30 years. I feel like he needs to have started the movie defeated, like run down, tired. Like, as much as I've given him praise for looking fucking jacked, like he looks like he could be doing this for another fucking 40 years, like.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's
wrong.
talking about like, this is our golden years. Let's calm down. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's go bust ghosts.
Yeah. Like, let's be badass. Let's go.
He needed a bigger story. He needed to say that at the start. We are too old for this. We need to pass the torch somehow. The movie should have started coming to a close where fucking Garaka forming a fucking army. Shit. Because he fucking killed that guy in the vape shop. And about fucking 10 seconds. Yet he's fucking watching. I'm going to watch my language here. But this fucking Nadim, the fire guy, fucking sliding down the pole for fucking 4 minutes. And then have a fucking. And he's just staring up the whole time. And then he does the same thing he done to the guy in the fucking vape shop that he'd done to all of them. He done it to fucking all the lads in the firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But then, because conveniently the fucking ghost that turns fucking Phoebe gay died in a fire and just happens to have a fucking single match in a fucking book that seems to just be floating through the whole fucking movie because nobody else can see the fucking ghost. And that's the fucking thing that defeats her. Nah, fuck off.
Yeah,
you can
what I mean.
suck my dick. Fuck off, man. He should have fucking died.
This is the Graham I was expecting.
He should have fucking died. Phoebe should have fucking died. The only person that should have lived was spat over the place. The only person that should have lived was fucking Venkman, and just only to be fucking sarcastic to Janine one more time. They all at the end I was actually hoping they all fucking died.
Yeah. And it was just like, and that was another thing as well. Like Janine, like I love that they brought Annie Potts back, but at the same time, it's like, why was she there? They gave her this fucking wrist thing, and she didn't even fucking use it. It's like, okay, so what was the point? What was the point? Like, great, she's back. I love that.
Why was there a convenient timer when Phoebe became a gay ghost? Like,
I don't know.
There's a thing that they built because, reasons
Ghosts.
to pull
No,
ghosts.
the reason was distracting the demons from the objects. That was what that was for.
I knew that, but why?
Why not?
Why
so
though?
They could trap him.
No, it's so they could have this fucking plot point later in the movie to fucking drive the movie forward. But then she's like, I'm going to extract my spirit from my body, and I'm going to set a fucking egg timer for 2 minutes, and then when that goes off, I'm going to wake up like nothing fucking happened. Like,
I still didn't actually understand the purpose of
There's no point in understanding it. There's zero fucking point in understanding it. Because they were like, let's suck out my spirit, and then I'm going to leave the contraption, go for a wander, say boo. She didn't get her hole, she looked fucking raging. And then 2 minutes later, she was like, back.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And why could, the fucking Gorok, or whatever the fuck his name is, needed a ghost to open the ball? Why could fucking Lesnar Firegirl not open it? Why could she not open it?
I have no clue.
Why did it need to be Phoebe? Why could it not be one of the other fucking hundreds of ghosts? Why could it not free one of the many fucking ghosts that were in the fucking that they caught in all the different fucking things? Why could it not froze the thing, let one of them out, and then Nuke could have went rah, 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 and a bang? Like, why did it have to be specifically Phoebe, specifically her who had to leave her body?
I don't know. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions
I don't know.
that need to be answered about this, and I don't know.
That was another thing as well. It was like when she was dead and like he possessed her spirit, she was talking like that, and her human form was talking at the same time. How does that make sense?
Doesn't.
This movie can fucking suck my ass. Like, this movie, nah, fuck that. Like, they made her think about it, they made her annoyed again. Like, didn't get me wrong, I thought it was funny seeing Slimer. I was delighted to see Slimer, and they animated his booty so well. And
it was beautiful.
Peck was back. Like, there should have been maybe a thing with Venkman and Peck.
I thought they should have been
just
as well,
5 seconds. They should have had back and forth, like a back and forward, the whole fucking movie. Because in the first one, it was the two of them the whole way. Like, they were at each other the whole fucking time. And then in this one, it was like, oh, you're back. And it's like, oh, you're such an idiot. And then that was it.
Yeah. So many things. So many things. But yeah.
Patton also can suck a dick as well. He annoys me.
There you go. Well, I think that's pretty much summed up our feelings. That's with you.
Paul Rudd wasn't as annoying in it as I thought he was going to be. If anything, I think he should have became, because him and the mum in it are obviously an item now, and there's a whole big thing, but it was like, oh, didn't he be like scared to parent them and stuff like that? And then there's only one scene where he like actually tries it and then he turns into a fucking sub beta after it. He's like, "Oh, is that okay?" Yeah. Like he should have, his arc should have been new dad to grown up kids to like try and struggle and find the common ground, becoming the dad he needs to be.
Yeah.
Movie ends, next movie is the end of the world, possibly.
Yeah, I do feel like this should have been a two-parter at least. But there you go.
It's just when just like I said with this Ghost Core thing, it seems like they're wanting to make it a franchise, and I am fucking dreading the next movie is going to be fucking 2016 Part 2.
Well, that what was it you text me? You were like, all that film needed was them all to come back in.
That's all it fucking needed, like. Like,
and then it would have been 100% ruined.
Then that would have been game over, like. But like I was complaining to the wife, the Mrs. Lady, like I am to you now, and she was legit like being like, "Why is it bothering you so much?" And I was like,
"Well, let me tell you, love."
And James fucking what's his name? James Acaster, the fucking comedian, was the assistant in the fucking lab, the English cunt.
Oh, that's the one I was referring to earlier. That
he's a pain in the fucking hole.
Why did he need to be in there?
He fucking didn't. They needed some fucking smart sounding fucking ball bag to explain all the science. And we're just like, oh, okay. It's like the bit before they fucking pull the fucking, what's it called? The switch.
Yeah.
They turned the containment unit into the trap. And it's like, oh, we couldn't do this in a reverse platter, and then it couldn't make the fucking transverse thing, and then Higgs boson particle into Kelvin 0, and then they're just like,
well, I got really excited when the ball froze his hand. I was like, I thank God for that. And then he didn't. I was like, oh.
How did it know shatter his hand?
You tell me.
Because the movie's fucking
you tell me.
Bullshit. And I know it's a movie, and I know you're meant to suspend belief, but for fuck's sake, if I'm going to suspend belief, make it all at least the same fucking level.
Yeah. Like I said, it was like they spent the whole movie building the character, and then they ruined it by like finishing it in 10 minutes under, and it was just like, I would have liked a bit more. And like the one thing as well with bike, like the possessor goes for the bike, it was like, all right, this isn't a new Saw movie. What was the relevance in that? I'd rather have spent that time looking at building up an army, coming at the virus with 10,000 ghosts behind them. Do you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. But yeah,
like the DA's fucking part in the movie should have ended. Oh my fucking god, should have ended when he got his horns. But for fuck's sake, the whole like, I'll dip my fucking nuclear accelerator in a pile of brass that I've just fucking melted down in that 2 fucking minutes, and then I'm going to put it back together and it's just going to work and it's going to be better. Fuck off. So much of this bit here is going to be overdriven by me, just FYI, because I've just realised I am very fucking loud. But I don't give a fuck, because it pissed me off.
There we go. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little rant anyway.
Hope you did. Is that what you're expecting?
I hope that brought us back with a bang.
Fuck off, man.
So, any last words, Graham, before we sign off?
Fuck Ghostbusters 2027.
And thank you, everyone, for listening or watching, and we will see you next week.
Toodles.
Bye.